Feinendegen, Boredom Buster. Boredom Buster, Feinendegen.
It was 56 minutes and 27 seconds into my family's annual summer vacation. And I was in total chill-out mode. Had the flip-flops on, baggy pants, cold beverage in one hand, cheers, flipping steak in the other. And there wasn't a Toastmasters meeting within 100 miles. We were all relaxing on a rustic deck of a rented beach house, overlooking the lake, in a small town of LaValle, Wisconsin. Population 291 people, and an orphan skunk named Lenny. It was the perfect vacation getaway for my long-suffering, beautiful bride, my 3 radiant children, and me. And my wife's entire side of the family. So maybe not the perfect vacation, but still a getaway. I looked down at my 4-year-old son, Ben, my favorite tax deduction, and said, "Isn't this great?" He gazed back, and he blurted out 3 words, almost as potent as "honey, I'm pregnant." He looked at me and he said, "Dad, I'm bored." Man of contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. You know in the movie Titanic, when they see the iceberg and they sense something bad is about to happen? Well, when I hear the words, "Dad, I'm bored," I sense something bad is about to happen. Parents in the room, can you feel me? Because I immediately had flashbacks to the last time I heard the words, "Dad, I'm bored." Travel with me. Back in time, to a dark room inside Fort Feinendegen. In it, our house cat Mr. Jingles and bored Ben. Now Ben was not only armed with a cynical grin, but also glow-in-the-dark, edible finger paint. Gluten-free, of course. Skip ahead 6 minutes, 17 seconds, and I hereby issue a personal challenge to each and every one of you. To scrub clean a furious, hissing feline with both sets of claws that's just been painted every color of the rainbow, and to not fear the words, "Dad, I'm bored." But back to the story. And showing up just in time, like a pizza delivery man at a frat party, was my brother-in-law, Maniac Matt. And he pulled up in his fishing boat named Castaway and yelled out, "Who y'all wants to go fishing?" It was the perfect boredom buster. I was in. "Ben, are you in?" "I'm in." "Yeah, Dad." "Great." "Maniac Matt, are you in?" "I'm in." "Ben's in." "Count me in." "Perfect." "Lenny the skunk, are you in?" "I'm in." "Ben's in." "Maniac Matt's in." "Are you in too?" Lenny the skunk was not in. And thank goodness. So just the 3 of us. Myself, Maniac Matt, and Ben. We all headed out to the deepest part of the lake. Now when we got there, we each cast out our fishing lines. And we waited. And waited. And waited. We waited so long, I began to think it was even less exciting than having to go to Toastmasters officers training. At 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Now because we waited so long, the boat had floated back to the middle of the lake. And they said, "Matt, you better fire up the engine." We were met with the sound of click, click, click. Turns out the battery was as dead as my professional bodybuilding career. So we tried it again. Click, 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 click. Yep, it was as lifeless as a Cubs World Series victory party. Then I knew we were in trouble. I said, "Man, give it one more creak." Click, click, click. Yep, that diehard was as dead as Blagojevich's political career. That one dead battery turned that boat from Castaway to tow away in half a day. So it was obvious that one of us would have to jump ship and swim to shore. The question was, who would it be? Maniac Matt or me? It was time for a staring contest. I looked at Matt. Matt looked at me. Neither one of us willing to blink. Don't blink. Finally, Ben said, well, Dad, you jump. It's Uncle Matt's boat. I couldn't believe it. I was sold out by my own son, my flesh and blood, the fruit of my loins. Looks like I'll be splitting the will only 2 ways. As I gazed over the side of that boat, in that cold, dark, nasty water, I couldn't help but think, I'm going from fisherman to fish food. Now, as I was swimming away from the boat, Maniac Matt, he had about 6 or 7 beers in him at this time, and all I could hear behind me was him humming that Jaws theme. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Well, eventually, I made it back to shore without being eaten. Jumped in a spare kayak with some extra oars and headed back to the boat. Maniac Matt and I, we then took that boat and paddled it back to land. As we got closer to shore, the rest of the family had gathered and they were laughing and cheering as Captain Ben steered us to safety. And who else was there to greet us? None other than a skunk named Lenny. So even though it wasn't the perfect vacation, the next time one of my kids comes to me and says, Dad, I'm bored, I do have the perfect response. Want to go for a boat ride? Man, Toastmaster.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots.